Oh. All right, out here again for more torture. Oh, so last week playing, I did my top 5 picks for the Masters, and most of them were pretty close. I got one of them right. Rory McIlroy winning his Grand Slam, or whatever you want to call it, career Grand. I don't know, where you won all the majors within your career, I guess. And he finally pulled it off. So this time I wasn't disappointed, but I was actually kind of sort of pulling for Price in there. Well, sort of. I was pulling for him. Either one of those two guys made for some fun golf to watch. Unfortunately, Bryson kind of fell apart there in the last round, but he started out good and then just kind of fell apart. But hopefully he'll come back next year. Maybe he'll win it next year. But today I'm out here. I'm trying a new glove. I've got the member mark. Finally got some member mark gloves. I got bigger member mark balls. So now I'm trying the member mark. It's hard to remember the MM golf balls. So far it's a little snug. I've got the medium. I got small hands. So I got the medium. I thought medium large might be too big. I wear medium in the Callaway and the Kirkland Signature, which the Kirkland Signature feels a lot like a FootJoy, but after wearing it for a little while, it kind of loosens up too much. So I'm hoping this one with a little bit more snug that it doesn't get too loose. So you want to, I've been told that you don't want too much. You can't, that way you can't pinch it up, where it's too much slack or whatever you want to call it in your glove. So this one pretty tight. So let's see if I can't birdie or save par in this one. Save par if I get a par. Pretty much. I don't want to really put it too much in the air. Sit, ball, sit. Hit that a little too hard. All right. Yeah, that was a bad one. Turn. Okay, so that was lousy too. So there's a par at least. So besides trying that glove, you see that's what I'm comparing them to, is the Kirkland Signature and the Callaway. I know what those feel like. Callaway, I had 2 of them for quite a while. I really like those. Those fit snug. But we'll see how this one goes over time. But I can just kind of initially tell you, so far I like it. I used it a bunch at the house. I've been working on my swing. I've been struggling a lot lately with it kind of coming over the top, leading with my shoulders and the top half of my body. And so at the house, I set up a little swing path thing, with I've got some alignment sticks sticking out of the ground about the same angle as the shaft of my irons. So I've been swinging between those, trying to kind of correct it, and it feels good, pretty good so far. I've got it feeling pretty good, but you get out here and it's a totally different story when you start playing. So, but it felt pretty good. So hopefully I get that back on track, and I hope I don't knock something else off. That's the way it goes, isn't it? By the way, I did pick this before I hit record. I picked the ball up and put it on some grass. Otherwise, I wouldn't have nothing to hit off of except dirt. So, I'm cheating a little bit. See if we can hit this ball decent. Almost got me some doves. So hopefully I got the shanks done away with. Hopefully, because I did that video on having the shanks, and then I got them back. So I worked on it some more at home, and I still had them during the weekend and played on Saturday. Our little money game, and still struggle. So I'm hoping with that swing thing that I made, you know, the alignment sticks, that it helped. Feels like it did, but I wasn't shanking my driver or 3-wood, just my irons. So we'll see. Okay, yeah, I lost distance, lost power, everything. I don't know what I was doing, what caused that to happen. If I just got lazy or what, but I would start out and whip the thing out here, and then I would come across this way. And so that little swing gate, or whatever you want to call it, on top of a bunch of rocks here, but seemed to help. So I just got to pretend like they're still there. Hit this 52. And I hit that way up in the air, but it didn't go nowhere. So, oh well. So I'll put up here in the corner somewhere that setup, and show you hitting my swing, hitting on that, so you can see what I'm talking about. Sit. That's a nice chip. It's a little bit farther than I wanted. It looks like it's straight. So the problem is hitting it straight. Barely. So I got part on that one. Where's the hole? There it is. Slicer's dream hole. I bet people would have really good scores if all the holes were a dog leg right. You know, high handicap. I used to be a bad slicer. I used to aim miles left to go right, and then I fixed it, started hooking, so now I got my hand under here, it shouldn't be, and now I want it back. I want a little fade, which I had on the par 5. And I just barely rolled that fence. It looks good though. I didn't get the slice I wanted, but I did get a fade. There's also a little thing I've been working on my chipping lately that's helped me improve. Kind of getting that little bit of a flop shot, I guess you can say. And I picked it up from Phil Mickelson. It's not exactly his hinge and hold, but it works within that somewhere, the way he has his hands. But I'll show y'all the next chip I do. I'll show you what I'm doing. All right. See if I can get this on the green. About 118 yards. And just practice that. Yeah, because what I worked on, kind of what I worked on in the swing is, like, feel like I was just dropping the club and the rotating. So I feel like I'm dropping it right there. And I did stick the ball up on some weeds, so because there's no grass. Got a good bounce, and it's on the green. All right, so this is just a ball I put down there just to illustrate. But what I'm doing, if you can see it, is I move my hand really strong, and I come in here, and it creates a hinge like that. It's kind of represent whatever you want to call it. Sort of like what Phil does. And of course, to get a little bit more height under the ball, put the ball located in the front of my stance, my feet together, and then I scrape the ground afterwards. Just like that. And that one goes in. But that's what I want right there. I want that little hole, hinge and hold sort of. But you have to make that strong grip like Phil does. Now he puts it way like that. I'm not gonna do that this one. And it's exactly kind of like what my daughter does. That's what she does, and she chips so good. She's really good at wedge player. So, you know, for somebody especially that doesn't play very much, I mean, she used to, but she's been really busy. She's a young adult in her 22, so you know, super busy, full-time job. Plus, she's fixing to go back to school. She's already got a chemistry degree, bachelor's degree in chemistry. So she's going to be a pharmacist. What she's going to be. So she's going to go to pharmacy school. So anyway, I'll quit talking. I'll try to see if we can make par with this ball I hit on the green. Whoa, 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 whoa! Slow down. No birdie on that one. Here's my chipping ball. A little hard on that. Yeah, sorry. Should have made that one. All right, see if I can't get this one on the green. Oh, that's short. I can hit another one. This time, I'm gonna try to do it. The other technique I kind of worked on was more of a stack and tilt. Kind of lean on my. There's a guy, Segudo Golf, kind of teaches this. He kind of leans, and you fall into there. You sort of straighten that right leg, and he calls it extra crispy, but it's still short. Not perfect, but it works. Let me do it. It worked. I could have used what I said, an iron. So, see if I can do better. Not really. Let's put one back in my stands. Same method, just back in my stands. Actually, I got more height on it that time. Oh well. We just put that first one. Oh, dang it. Oh well. All right, let's see if we can get the driver to work. You can kind of do the same thing with this, with the driver. You can come back and let it fall, but as it falls, you rotate. You don't want to cast. I mean, you know, I really used to be a caster, the one, and he used to hit it really good. So, but let's see if we can kind of get the same idea and hit it. It's right down the middle. It's just not real far. It's a lot better than hooking it left or slicing it right. It's in the middle. It's just that if we had Burberry grass, that would help. But oh well, we don't. All right, not ideal right off of this hill with a bunch of rocks with brown socks. No, I'm just kidding. I don't get brown socks. They almost turned brown out here, but not quite. Okay, see if we can get it on the green and get a putt, or if not, put it in. Run. Run more. I get a long putt. I think I'd know as many times as I play out here. I'm gonna aim to the right, about a cup out. And I was correct. There breaks left, but a lot more than I thought. Maybe I pulled it. I'm gonna try it again just for the heck of it. It's got mud on it, so I'm just gonna see how far. I'm gonna aim 2 cups now. Oh, that was almost it. So I might have pulled the first one. I mean, I got a chance. I'm gonna par, so no big deal. See if I can do it again. See if I can get one of them to go. That's too far out. We got it surrounded. Come out with your hands up. One more. Now I got to rest. Okay, I give up. I could have practiced. I could practice the putting the close up. The par, eagle. I mean par. Okay. Anyway. All right. So for the member mark, 5 holes felt pretty good. At the house, hitting into the hitting net. I mean, it felt pretty good. So even though it was a little bit snug, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to loosen up enough where it's not too tight. I mean, it's not super tight, but I think that's exactly how you're supposed to have it. Where you can't pinch it up. There's no slack right here. So I'm going on that. That's all I got for today. My 5 holes. Worked on some chipping and tried to hit the ball straighter with the irons. Didn't shank it, so that's a plus. That's all we got. See you later. Thanks for watching.